You haven't found the perfect sunscreen for your unique skin yet, right? That's why you clicked on this video. Or maybe you saw my video last week of my full review for the most amazing sunscreen under $15. I promised you in that video that if the $15 sunscreen did not work for you, I would give you another option that will most likely be your home run. Just a reminder, that video was not sponsored. This video is not sponsored. I discovered both of these products on my own, bought them myself, and am here to share with you my unfiltered review. And I have something fun for you at the end of this video. If you stick around, you can see me use their shade selector on their website to pick out my shade, and you can see me ask their online beauty expert some questions. I'm Dr. Maren Locke, known here as the Budget Dermatologist, where I help you get premium skin without the price tag. Subscribe to my channel so you can learn when to spend and when to save on skincare. My mission is to show you that you can have glowing and healthy skin if you just understand the basics and know how to navigate the skincare industry. I am so excited to be your guide on your journey to your best skin yet. So let's start with the good news. I found it, you guys. Yep, the perfectly matched sunscreen to your skin tone. And I linked the exact one below in the description. I really have never come across a product quite like this. So this is the Super Serum Skin Tint by Ilia. It is truly in a league of its own for two main reasons. One, it has 30 shade options to choose from, so you most likely will find a perfect match for your skin tone. And two, it is a very unique formulation where it sits in this hybrid type of category where it's both a skincare product and a makeup product. Ilia calls it skincare-powered makeup. It's a serum with skincare actives in it that will treat and protect your skin, but it also provides serious tinted coverage for the face, similar to a foundation. This is a light to medium coverage tinted mineral sunscreen serum with an SPF of 40. It has enough pigmented coverage to take the place of your foundation or powder, and when used properly, it also has enough protection to serve as your sunscreen. So let's talk about the SPF in this product first. This is a mineral sunscreen that uses non-nano zinc oxide as the active ingredient to protect against UV damage. This choice of ingredient and formulation decreases the concern for absorption of chemicals into the bloodstream that we hear about associated with chemical filters like oxybenzone. So this does not contain any chemical filters, just the inorganic 12% mineral zinc oxide. This provides broad spectrum coverage. Next, the inclusion of skincare ingredients such as niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and squalane will treat skincare concerns while it protects from UV damage. I find that to be unique about this product since not many sunscreens will be formulated like this. I really focus hard on keeping skincare routines simple, where you can use just a few products that have multiple purposes. This keeps the overall cost of your routine down and improves compliance, which are the two main keys to getting amazing results. Now, Ilia will claim on their website that this product also, and I quote, creates a natural barrier for your skincare, sealing in hydration, plumping skin, and boosting any antioxidant effectiveness by 200%. Well, that sounds fabulous. I reached out to Ilia asking more details about this claim. I will do a follow-up about that on my Instagram at The Budget Dermatologist, so please follow me there and I'll put any more information about this claim on my stories. You can read about the rest of the features of this product on the website I linked below. You will also see that this has received many Best of Beauty awards and has all of its free from claims listed out on that page as well. So things like fragrance-free, oil-free, vegan, among others. So now the fun part. I'm going to give you my personal tips for how to use this product and show you the behind the scenes of me reacting to their interactive tools on their website. This is how I apply the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. Number one, most important, use your hands to apply. Do not use a sponge or a brush like you might use for a foundation. That will absorb some of the product, which means less will get on your skin, and then you will not have full SPF 40 protection. Number two, apply this to clean, dry skin. If you want to use an antioxidant serum or a treatment product, apply that first, make sure it has fully dried, and then apply this Super Serum Skin Tint as the last step in your routine. Number three, reapply like you would a normal sunscreen. Some people might find that this gets heavy upon reapplication. You can instead opt for a powder sunscreen on top of this if that is how you prefer to reapply sunscreen throughout the day. I linked a couple options below for you that I think work well for reapplication. And number four, give the shade some time to settle into its true color. When you first put it on, it may look too light, but I promise after a minute or so, it will really soften and melt into your true skin tone color. It is really, really cool. Let me show you how to successfully color match yourself for the right shade. There are 30 options, but don't get overwhelmed or obsessed too long over selecting your option. Chances are more than one of these shades will actually blend nicely into your skin tone. On the website, click Find My Shade. You can do an instant match or the Send a Selfie option. Initially, I just did the instant match. First, you will choose your skin tone. As I scroll, you can see the wide range of skin tones this product has a match for, which is so incredible and very rare to find. If you are trying to decide between two skin tones, choose the deeper one. Pro tip, make sure your brightness on the screen is turned all the way up. Next, you will choose your undertone. Basically, this is your interpretation of how much yellow, pink, red, or olive undertones that you think your skin has. And then you get your match. I got the Balos ST3 when I did the shade match and it worked perfectly for me. So let's see what happens when I do the Send a Selfie option. Will I get the same color? This is what I want to know. So I pulled my hair back, wore no makeup, stood in natural lighting, and took the perfect selfie to send off. Here's what happened. So I did the selfie match tool on their website and they recommended a shade for me that is different than the one I picked for myself based on the shade match finder on their website. So I bought it and I'm gonna try it out on my skin now. It's the Sombrio color and I'm gonna let you know what I think of their recommendation. Okay, so first impression here, let's open it up. Ooh, okay. So it's a little bit actually lighter looking, a little maybe more yellow tinted than the one that I picked for myself. So let's try it out. Just gonna rub it in. And remember, it has to take time to really set into the skin, a couple minutes. Oh, looks nice so far. I like it. And remember, you have to use enough of this to get the full SPF protection that they recommend on the bottle. All right, so give me a minute. I'm gonna finish rubbing this into my face and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like and let you know what I think of it. Okay, so I just finished applying it. It's a little bit shiny right now, but I do have on a lot because you need that much to get the full protection that's on the label. But I'm gonna give it a few minutes to set in and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is it. This is pretty much what it's gonna look like. I think this is a great match for my skin tone color. I like both shades, actually the one that I picked out myself that I've shown you and the one that they picked out for me. I think they actually both match really well. I don't know which one I like better. So I'm happy. This is about how it's gonna look. It's definitely a dewy finish, kind of more highlight looking, but if you want it to be more matte, just put a little powder over it and that'll be fine too. I want to point out another cool thing about their shade match technology. When you choose your Super Serum Skin Tint shade on the product page, you can scroll down and it automatically tells you the similar shades that will match that for the foundation and the concealer. So that is what I think I will try out next. Now, for my undercover work. If you notice this little button here on the website, they really want you to ask their beauty experts for advice. So I did. But not as me, a dermatologist. I asked questions that a non-expert skincare shopper, maybe like one of you, might ask. All right, I did some undercover work on the Ilia website. I pretended to be a curious customer and used the Ask a Brand Specialist chat feature on their website. I asked some of the common questions that you ask me on Instagram and in the comment section on YouTube about sunscreen products. Here is my opinion on what they had to say. First, I asked the most common question about this product. Do you need to wear a sunscreen under the Super Serum Skin Tint? The specialist says, no, you do not need to wear another sunscreen with this product. Quote, our skin tint will provide a full dose of SPF protection with just a quarter-sized amount. So I see many reviews of this product by influencers who say you need to pair a separate sunscreen with this sunscreen product. My opinion is that you do not need to wear an additional sunscreen with this Ilia product. And actually, this product will sit more elegantly on the skin if you do not wear a separate sunscreen product under it. So this product is SPF 40. It's no different than this product that's SPF 40 and not much different than this sunscreen that's SPF 50. The SPF designation is standardized according to the same testing rules. The main thing that matters is the amount of sunscreen applied. If you apply the correct amount that is used for SPF testing, you will achieve the SPF on the label. So if you want to use the Ilia product as your only sun protection, that's perfectly fine as long as you apply about a half teaspoon for your face and neck combined, or even a little bit less if you just want to put it on your face. So I love this answer by their specialist. I agree 100%. They even gave me an estimate for how much to properly apply, and they gave me a suggestion for reapplication, which is very important for extending that SPF protection throughout the day. Then I asked, it doesn't have titanium dioxide. Does this still provide broad spectrum coverage? The specialist says we use a non-nano zinc oxide, which will still provide protection against UVA and UVB rays, and they go on to say it offers blue light protection as well. So that is true. I agree with that answer. This is broad spectrum coverage, and it does indeed offer blue light protection, which is super important in my opinion. I asked, can you explain how this product makes skincare actives 200% more effective? The specialist says that non-nano zinc and antioxidants are what makes skincare 200% more effective. Now, I would still like more detailed information for how that was determined because it's a very big claim. So the jury's still out on that one, but it's definitely interesting. You might also be wondering, will this help improve my acne? The specialist says ingredients like niacinamide, squalane, and hyaluronic acid can help improve acne. They also state that the product is non-comedogenic and oil-free. My opinion is that the niacinamide may help more than anything else in this product, but what is most important overall is that the formulation will not contribute to a worsening of acne, and if you thoroughly remove it at the end of the day, you should be just fine, which the specialist does mention as well, so that is great advice there. Is there any skin type that should not use this product? So the specialist says, and I paraphrase, we recommend it for all skin types, but if you have very reactive skin, you should do a patch test first to make sure it's a good fit. This is a great answer to my question. Patch testing is something I also tell my followers to do all the time before generously applying new products. Is this a good sunscreen for melasma? The specialist says yes and reminds me to reapply it every 2 hours for the best protection. So that's a pretty standard answer. I agree with that. I personally would recommend this for melasma. This product has iron oxides in it, which is important for complete protection, including from blue light. Last, I asked, what if the shade I get doesn't match my skin? The specialist says they offer a generous 60-day return window so that you are 100% satisfied. I think that's a great perk to ordering this product, so it's definitely worth a try, knowing that you can return it or exchange it for a different shade if you are not happy with the match. Overall, I had a great conversation with their specialist, and I really enjoyed that feature on their site. If you are having any other specific product questions or you need help with your shade match, I think that is a great place to start. Overall, these were satisfactory answers for me. So that leads me now to talking a little bit about the Ilia brand. I mentioned I discovered this brand on my own and bought their products myself. They were not gifted. I think I first learned about this product through social media ads that showed up while I was scrolling Instagram. What initially caught my attention and stopped me from scrolling by like I do the million other ads I see is that they had such real-looking models demonstrating their products. It's unfortunate that that's so rare to see. These models were all ages and skin types. I could see their imperfections and normality of their skin. They didn't look filtered or Botoxed or filled with fillers. They didn't look lasered and spray tanned. They had real people's skin. And that skin looked so healthy and effortless, just natural and beautiful. I love this branding and I really connect with these values. So to me, this makes a brand approachable, less intimidating, and more transparent. So it was an instant click to their website for me, then a deep dive into all of their products. I shade matched myself, and 10 minutes later, I had ordered 3 products, all of which I loved. I got the mascara and eyeliner as well, which I am wearing now. I haven't tried their other makeup yet, but that is next on my list. I want to read this quote from their website that really just says it all for me about this brand's messaging. We believe in skin that looks like skin and radiance that comes naturally. With transparency as our guide and color as our vehicle, we challenge the conventions of clean beauty to create something radically new through safe, potent formulas that protect and revive your skin. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me preach about this before. Skin that looks like skin is healthy. Natural skin is beautiful. So I really align with that message and can feel good about supporting this brand with my purchases. This brand also strives to be sustainable and has a recycling program for empties, so check that out. They offer free returns, exchanges, and pretty solid beauty advice from what I have seen so far. This particular product sells on their website for $48. That is definitely above the average price I spend on a single skincare item. As the budget dermatologist, I will always tell you my opinion on when to save your money and when to spend. For this particular item, it is worth the splurge to me for all the reasons I mentioned in this video. It is a unique find by a brand with a strong and powerful message. But if you can't afford this price point, check out my video on the Australian Gold sunscreen for under $15. It is a workhorse product, and I think you will love that one as well. Now is the time to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate you all watching and supporting my content. In the meantime, what do you want me to talk about next? Drop your requests in the comments below and be sure to follow me on Instagram @thebudgetdermatologist. I'll see you next week.